About 700,000 people have left Russia in 2 weeks of mobilization.
Here's a summary of the article.
In less than 2 weeks after the partial mobilization was announced, about 700,000 people left Russia. Details. According to one source, almost 1 million people have left Russia since the beginning of the mobilization. The second source, in the administration of the President of the Russian Federation, reports that between 600,000 and 700,000 Russians have left the country. The magazine's source emphasized that it is not yet clear what percentage of people left the country as tourists. According to Forbes, the media previously cited the figure of 194,000 Russians who left for Georgia, Kazakhstan and Finland in the week after the announcement of mobilization. At the beginning of September, even before the announcement of partial mobilization, the Federal State Statistics Service stated that 419,000 people had left the Russian Federation in the first half of 2022, twice as many as in the same period the previous year. Marar Akhmazanov, the Minister of Internal Affairs of the Republic of Kazakhstan, reported on 4 October that since 21 September, 200,000 Russians have entered his country, and 147,000 Russians have left it during this period.
This post received a score of 53,000, with an upvote ratio of 94%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Russia mobilizes 700,000 brave troops, in getting the fuck out of Russia.
In colonizing neighboring nations to justify future annexations.
That's almost 12 times the number of confirmed battlefield fatalities. If you viewing this exodus as economic casualties, it's a staggering blow to the Russian war machine.
And economy. And future. This madman has set his entire country on fire. Hopefully it just stays in his country and doesn't spill out to everywhere else.
I don't know if you know this, but they invaded Ukraine months ago.
Jesus, 3 submissions ago it was only 350k.
It's accelerating.
Nah, they just opened them up. Every Russian has at least a couple of smaller Russians inside them.
So that's a real bunch of Russians on my mantle? I'm harboring defectors? Awesome.
About 50% of the guests here are Russian men, who have come here very recently. The Russian guys don't look happy, and I don't blame them. Others sit outside, smoke cigarettes and have small talk with other Russians. They told me that some Russians are making their way to Mexico with the intent to reach California.
I'm getting on my connecting flight from IST right now to Bangkok. It's almost all Russians, young families.
I'm in a hostel in Bangkok right now and I'm pretty sure half the men here are Russian.
The Russian economy is going to be a cold mound of ashes when this is over. I won't be surprised if they need foreign intervention to prevent famine. Congratulations, Vova. Your legacy will be as the architect of your country's demise.
They'll legitimately need a Marshall Plan if they don't get rid of him soon. There won't be anything left.
Greater than they'll legitimately need a Marshall Plan if they don't get rid of him soon. Why would other nations even consider spending billions on a country so corrupt?
All aid is contingent on anti-corruption measures and pro-democracy reform. But it wasn't that long ago about the prospect of aid to Ukraine was also questioned on the basis of rampant corruption, IIRC.
That and nuclear disarmament. I think the West is fed up with their saber rattling. If they want to be saved, the nukes need to go. It's not like anyone wants to invade Russia anyways.
When there's no food and supplies left, the people can't eat nukes. The options are limited. Guess the Western countries are going for the economic victory in this CIV game.
Nukes can be traded for goods and services.
Woohoo!
One finger curls on the monkey's law.
Oh God.
So Russians are fleeing their country and Putin is kidnapping Ukrainians and bringing them into Russia. Could Russia soon become Ukrainian territory?
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.